Hi, I am Amit Dharnia, Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering of RA College of Engineering and IT, Kukas, Jaipur. Today, we will learn about the add-on techniques used for the emission control in the SI engines. So, let's start. There are basically four type of add-on techniques we were used in the reduction of the SI engine emissions, like crankcase emissions control, or which is also known as positive crankcase ventilation system, evaporative emissions control system, exhaust gas recirculation system, and water injection system. So first of all, crankcase emission control system. As this is a schematic of a positive crankcase ventilation system, a small amount of charge in the cylinder leaks past piston rings into crankcase of a reciprocating engine near top dead center. When the rings change their positions in the grooves at the end of compression stroke, combustion has already begun and the cylinder pressure are high. A significant part of the charge stored in the piston ring cylinder crevices leak into the crankcase. These gases are known as crankcase blow-by, and their flow rate increases as the engine is warm out of the piston cylinder clearance and ring gaps increases. In the homogeneous charge engine, the crankcase blow-by gas in the high in the HC concentration, only a small fraction of the gas stored in the ring crevices, and hence blow-by gases may consist of partially burned mixture. This source contributes about 20% of total hydrocarbon emitted by a uncontrolled car. This is a in this diagram, as we can see that the crankcase blow-by gases in the uncontrolled gas engines were ventilated to atmosphere under the effect of pressure difference occurring naturally between the crankcase and the atmosphere. For the control of crankcase emissions, the blow-by gases are recycled back to the engine assisted by a positive pressure drop between the crankcase and the intake manifold. When the engine is running and intake charge is throttled in the intake manifold is at lower pressure than the crankcase, the blow-by gases mixture with the intake charge to be burned inside the engine cylinder to carbon dioxide and H2O. A typically PCV system is used in which a tube connects crankcase or cylinder head cover to the intake manifold below throttle valve, which leads the blow-by gases back to the engine due to suction effects of intake manifold. As the pressure in the crankcase falls, ventilation air from the air cleaner is drawn into the crankcase that continuously purges it. A one-way valve, also known as PCV valve, is used to control the flow blow-by gases. PCV valves restricts flow of blow-by gases during idling and very light loads, with which otherwise would cause excessive leaning of the charge by ventilation air. Under normal engine operations, PCV valves is fully open, providing free flow of the gases, while under high intake manifold vacuum the flow is restricted. So this is the operation of the positive crankcase ventilation. Next is evaporative emissions and control. The evaporative emissions control system consists of a device to store fuel vapors produced in the fuel system due to evaporation. As we can see in the figure, there is a canister containing activated charcoal is used to store the fuel vapors. The vapor produced in the fuel tank normally collect in the fuel tank itself and is vented to the charcoal canister. When fuel vapor pressure becomes excessive, the fuel vapor from the tank and carburetor lead to and absorbed into the charcoal. In the PFI engine, only the fuel tank is connected to the canister. When engine is running, the vacuum created in the intake manifold is used to draw fuel vapors from the canister into the engine. Purging air is sucked through the canister, which leads the fuel vapors from canister to the engine. An electronically controlled purge valve is used. During engine acceleration, additional mixture enrichment can be tolerated, and under these operating conditions, the stored fuel vapors are usually purged into the intake manifold. This system is a fully closed system. A sealed fuel tank filler cap is used and a stable fuel tank pressure is maintained by the purging process of the canister. The sealed fuel tank is kept under vacuum to prevent preventions of fuel through walls of a polymer fuel tank and leakage of the fuel vapors through filler cap. Fuel tubing made of high density polymer or steel to prevent fuel preventions. Better canister technology and more effective activated charcoal to be used for the zero evaporative emissions. Employment of refueling vapors recovery system, as during vehicle refueling maximum employment share of fuel evaporative emissions escape. A carbon trap to arrest the escape of fuel vapors from the intake manifold when the vehicle is standing and is under hot shock. Fuel vapors can be escaped past the throttle body into atmosphere. By these steps we can adopt it to achieve near zero evaporative emissions. Next is exhaust gas recirculation system. The exhaust gas recirculation system, it affects on additions of diluent to intake charge for lowering of combustion temperatures and consistently reducing the formation of NOx emissions. The heat capacity of the exhaust gas is higher than the air as it contains significant amount of triatomic gases, carbon dioxide and water vapors. Therefore, additions of exhaust gas to fresh intake charge have a higher effect in lowering the combustion temperature compared to simple learning of the charge. So this is the use of a exhaust gas recirculation system, and this is the exhaust gas recirculation system mechanically controlled by intake manifold pressure. Water injections. Water has been added to the high performance reciprocating aero SI engines during Second World War to surprise engine knock. Water additions to intake charge has been investigated by many researchers to reduce NOx emissions. Water has been directly injected into intake manifold or used as water fuel emulsions. Emulsifying chemicals in about 2% by volume are added to form water gasoline emulsions. The stability of emulsions may be around a few days. The additions of emulsifiers usually reduce the fuel octane number, with water additions ranging from 10 to 30% by volume of gasoline. Large reduction of NOx are possible. However, high increase in HC emissions is observed, although only a slight increase in CO occurs. So this is the use of water injection system. So these are the add-on techniques used for the reductions of emissions in the SI engines. Thank you.